What is up, my fellow warbirds? aka the War Eagle is back with yet another video, and this time we are taking a look at the Yak-38M, which has come to the Russian tech tree sitting at a battle rating of 9.7 in the recent update New Power, aka 2.0. Now, I gotta say, I do like this thing, but I don't really love it. Though granted, that may be partially because right now the British are dominating with the premium Harrier that they got that has SRAMs. But at the same time, it's not a terrible aircraft. I just think right now what it's facing kind of puts it at a huge disadvantage. So is this something I would pick up? Yes, if you want to have something unique to try out. No, if you're looking for something completely meta. Now, this is the tech tree version. There is one that you can purchase for like actual money, but honestly, they're just about the same. One of the big main differences between them, though, is the Yak-38M in the tech tree has a better engine, as well as has access to both R60s and gun pods on the same loadout. So be aware of that. Alright, so something else you can also do is, this is actually the standard camo that you're seeing now. The blue and greenish one that you saw is one that you can buy with Golden Eagles, which in my opinion is nice because you don't have to go through the Gaijin marking in order to get a nice skin. So this is now looking at the loadouts and everything. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of options to choose from, especially for ground pounding. But the loadout I personally like to take out is the R60s and 2 gun pods. Now another thing you should be aware of is this thing doesn't get a internal gun pod at the beginning. You have to unlock it after grinding it. So just be aware of that. But essentially you can carry out to 3 gun pods. So now we're taking off, checking out the vertical lift system. As you can see, the Yak-38 does come with 2 engines in the front, and then it has one in the middle that has thrust vectoring in the back. Unlike the Harrier, where it's just 1 engine with thrust vectoring. This is part of the main reason why the Yak-38 is less capable than the Harrier. Because once it does reach up to 300 miles an hour, it will turn off the vectoring and VTOL systems, and the front 2 engines just become dead weight. So yeah, it's kind of a letdown in terms of acceleration and whatnot, but there are some things that this thing can do. Alright, so now I want to show you guys one unique weapon this thing does have. I forget what these missiles are called, but you can think of them as like the Swift F7's missiles in terms of how they are guided. They're mouse aimed. The difference is these are air-to-ground missiles. And if I recall, they actually have like 3 times the explosive mass of the bullpup. So here we go. And boom, target destroyed. Didn't even actually hit it, just kind of got near to it. So yeah, that's one option you can carry out with this thing. Alright, so now taking it into an actual match. My first target is going to be this Harrier, and the Harrier GR1s are just incredibly deadly because, you know, they've got better acceleration, better turn radius. They also get SRAMs. Now this thing does, like I said, get 2 R60s, but right now R60s are kind of hit or miss. So I launched the R60 and boom, that's a kill. But like I said, right now they're kind of hit or miss. They have acknowledged that there has been a nerf in terms of explosive mass, but I think they've also nerfed it in terms of tracking ability as well. These things still can pull 30 Gs, you know, at longer ranges, but at short range they're just nothing like, you know, SRAMs or magic missiles. Alright, so I'm continuing to just get in and get out because that's what this thing is really good at. This thing absolutely loves to go fast. Once you get it going, it can reach almost Mach 1 on the deck. And for not even having an afterburner, that's just downright impressive. But as you noticed, when I turn, it bleeds a hell of a lot of speed. And I think the big part of that is just because of all the dead weight that it's carrying in the front. That's no fault of the game itself. It's more of the fact that historically, this thing just was not very capable. It was a good attempt by the Russians to make something useful, and for what it was, it did serve its purpose. But as you can see, roll rate's also pretty decent. I was able to roll out of that, but I just bleed so much speed in turns and rolls and whatnot. But that's not to say that this thing is a bad aircraft. You just gotta really be patient with it. I really don't think that this thing is going to be absolutely meta at all. This is just going to be one of those aircraft you just kind of take out, have fun every once in a while, and just kind of meme on people a little bit. Alright, so we've cleared out most of them, and there's only a couple of bad guys left. So this F-100 is now trying to go for one of my teammates. I'm going to warm up an R-60 and send it out, and I know that's going to hit. Boom, target's down, but unfortunately he does get my teammate. And can I just at least say, those new flames just look absolutely beautiful. I'm not even much of a graphics kind of guy when it comes to gaming and whatnot, but I gotta say, that just looks great. But now, unfortunately, I am out of missiles, so I pretty much have to rely on guns. But remember, these are 23mm in gun pods. So unfortunately, I do try to turn with that guy for a little bit, but then I decide, no, I need to just build my speed back up. So, like I said, I'm just gonna go down, try to match my speed, and get it going. So, we've cleared out that one F-100, and all that's left is this Hunter. But as you can see, I'm trying to turn with this guy, and I'm just not getting on him. This thing really just does not like to turn. I think if the Russians had made it to where the whole tail would have moved up and down instead of just the little leading edge slap, or not leading edge, the little flaps in the back, it probably could have pulled tighter, but I didn't design this aircraft. So my teammate does manage to get a hit there with a missile. I don't know how he didn't get the kill though, but that Hunter is now hurt. Unfortunately, he's out of missiles, I'm out of missiles, but because he managed to take a hit, we're starting to catch up to him. And I'm actually going close to Mach right now. I actually did hit Mach 1 for a split second. So this thing does like to go fast. It's just not a dogfighter. I will go on and say that. Don't dogfight with this thing. I do manage to get a little crit there, just enough to spin him out of control, and he's done. That's going to be my third kill for the match, and that's going to be a win. So yeah, like I said, I like this aircraft. It's a unique challenge, but I'm not really in love with this thing. It's fun though, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be competitive by any stretch of the matter. So yeah, if you guys like what you saw, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so already, and don't forget that in the description there are links to both Patreon and Discord. Patreon if you want to keep the lights on, and Discord if you just want to chill and hang out and keep up with my day-to-day shenanigans. And as always, I hope you guys have enjoyed.